newankubadde gavumenti ya Mwami Museveni nsaleesale ya ssaawa 48 okuta Dr. Besigye n'abasibe bonna abali mu kkomera mu bumenyi bw'amateeka, era ne tubakubiriza mu ssaawa ezo okugondera ensala ya kkooti ensukkulumu okuta abantu abo kubanga tebalina musango. Ekyo bwe kinaaba tekikoleddwa, tugenda kulangirira ebikolwa okwetola eggwanga lyonna ebiruubiriddwamu okuteeka akazito ku gavumenti ya Mwami Museveni okukola ekyo amateeka kye gagiragira okukola n'okukomya obumenyi bw'amateeka buno. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale eddala basebo ne bannyabo.
Hey viewers, the names are Robert again, tuning in from Geneva in Switzerland. We're here for the Geneva Human Rights and Democracy Summit. And the reason we're here is to add our voice to the injustices and the gross human rights taking place in Uganda. I'm joined with a few of my colleagues from UK. I have Kato Salongo, we have Tendo, we have Sentongo, we have Marie, who are here to add their voices to the voiceless in Uganda. So how did we get here? The reason we got here is because of what transpired in the 2021 elections. These are the after effects of the 2021 elections, which our generation leader, Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, won. Since then, we've seen a trend of gross human rights up to date. As I mentioned earlier in our press, things, some of which one of my colleagues has gone through. He has gone through the 18 missing Ugandans who were abducted prior to the 2021 elections. What is really disturbing is these people have not been seen. They have not been presented in court. Their families don't know their whereabouts. 5 years or 6 years are down the line, some of which were abducted before the 2021 general elections. So to the international community, it's really disturbing that we have a sitting government which is illegitimate, that stole the elections, that has not accounted for the 18 missing Ugandans. It's traumatic to the parents and to the relatives of these 18 people who my colleague Kato has presented to you prior. So it is the onus is on us to see that we shed light, that these people don't go, don't get justice. So we are here to create more awareness. We're not going to waver whether it's going to take the mobilization team for the National Unity Platform, Chairman Nyanzi saying Freddie Nyanzi being abducted. And one wonders what government abducts its own citizen. It's a lawlessness act by a sitting government to go on abducting its citizens. Adding on to that, which was a recent abduction, we have a few youth supporters of our party. There is Sharif, Tiemba, and there is Rashid Kibone. They were abducted recently. That is a couple of weeks ago. So, I mean, put yourself in our situations as citizens of Uganda. What is it that we can do to fight this monster or these barbaric leaders who are abducting these wrong citizens? We have laws, they don't obey laws. They just come in, plant military materials to our own followers, and they go away without punishment. So we are out of options other than coming on the streets of Europe, coming on the streets of Japan, coming on the streets of USA, coming on the streets of United Kingdom. So that's the conundrum we find ourselves. But as I said, we're not going to despair in terms of raising our voices to see that justice is served to our brothers and sisters who are going missing, and those who are yet to be abducted. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you briefly. But before I bring on the second person, I need to make sure whether it's ready. Marie, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm always ready because I'm angry. I'm very, very angry. The way you people are killing our children, the way you violate human rights in Uganda. Ndi munyivu nnyo sisobola kutayogera. Mbeera ready, mbeera stand by kubanga ndi munyivu seva. Museveni oyina okumanya wokoma. Kati laba ng'omwana ono Bobi yange wamusiba mbu ayambadde engoye z'amagye kyokka otunulira owammwe yayambadde zifaananira ddala ez'amagye. Kati awo oba olowooza lunaku kiggwe owo ayambadde by'amagye ali bweru ng'ate si musirikale, owaffe ayambadde bya nuupu bya red tebiriko kabonero k'amagye n'akatono, yali mu kkomera y'amagye. Ogamba otya musinza butanyiga? Laba Machete amaze emyaka gigenda kuwera 5 mu kkomera. Myaka 5. Ono omwana yakola ki ne banne bonna ekitakewe ky'abaana bano abalala abali mu kkomera? Museveni olina okustopinga okutokyalinga abantu, okutta abantu, okuviolatinga. Nze siyinza kuwagira bintu bino. Laba abantu bewatte e Kasese, laba abantu bewatte emirambo gino tegikumala. Oyagala onyumusaayi oba okola biki? Onyumusaayi oba okola biki? Nze sirina kuŋŋamba nti nno nja kubeerawo nkuddemu bulungi. Nze nja kuyomba kubanga Museveni nkulinako ekiruyi kibi nnyo. Kulinako ekiruyi kibi nnyo. Toyinza kutta baana banno bw'oti n'okobya ng'abaana b'abanno amaziga bw'oti. Lwaki okabya abaana b'abanno bw'oti?
Fred Nyanzi bagenze mukidinappinga. Omusajja alina ofiisi, omusajja alina amakaage. Tosobola kulowoozaamu n'olunaku n'olumu nti omusamoninge. Kyokka muli nsolo oba muli biki? Muli nsolo muli biki? Muli abantu mulya biki? Museveni okaddiye n'ovuze n'okuvunda akakono konna kakuvunze n'ebinyuma wonna otambula n'ebimotoka by'amazzi buli w'olaga. Museveni tuviire ku baana baffe, tubeere gwe musozi gwe. Ekyana ekifukuze nga kyonna kiri addicted kyagala buli omu killing. Otta abaana b'abanno bakola ki? Abaana b'abanno bakola ki botta booti? Abaana b'abanno bakola ki Museveni? Kino kyana kyo kiri addicted kirowooza kutta. Buli mwana gw'abandiga buli muntu yenna kimulowooza mutta. Buli muntu yenna kirowooza mutta. Twagala yoyina okutta Nyanzi mu bwangu ddala, oyina okutta. Kale abaana b'abandi bonna labona omwana Kinobe yakoze eki, labona omwana ono baana bano bakoze eki. Besigye wuuyo, nze Besigye simanyi oba muli mu muzanyo, naye nga bw'ali nti nno muntu mulamu twandibadde tusaba omute kubanga muntu. So twagala Besigye ave bweru, Nyanzi mute. Museveni ebyo tebigenda tusalako byoba bwotya mbuno kubanga okutta abaana tubaffe obasibye tujja kutya, obazze tujja kutya. Weerimbye abaana bonna balina obusungu, abaana bonna botawa mirimu, esente zonna ozitutte Congo, ozitutte Somalia, ozitutte Luddawa, ozitutte buli wamu, n'ebisomero byonna bivunze. Museveni nze ndi munyiivu. Salongo.
Yes, we are here in Cleveland. Yes.
Try to keep out of the footway. The voice.
And behind me is a poster which can still place out some of the corruptions, the money rooted by the brutal dictator Museveni and his cronies with impunity. None of them have ever been sanctioned to a court of law. But to our surprise, our foot soldiers or NUP supporters are being arrested and judged, taken to the kangaroo military court. That can't be justice. That can't be normal justice. You get a man like Mpuga and Anita Mon, who have robbed the Ugandans of their riches. They are walking free. None of them has ever been taken to court. And we are here to expose the corruption scandals in Uganda. That corruption cannot be allowed. Museveni must leave Uganda to Ugandans. Because Museveni is a man of yesterday. Museveni cannot fight corruption because himself is a corruption. And we are here to demand Museveni gives us a fair elections coming 2026. We don't want the repeat of 2021 elections, whereby Museveni was beaten and then he robbed us of our victory. We want to talk also about the kidnapping in Uganda, about the raping of Ugandans, about sodomizing Ugandans, land grabbing. We've got more of our colleagues who were murdered by this brutal dictator. 3, 4, 5 years back, we've got Dan Kiminde, Rita Nabu Kenya, Yasin Kauma, Senteza Frank. I can name and name and name. They've never got justice. Up to now, they've never convicted none of their murderers, knowing very well that these were part of the special forces commanded by the dictator's son, the so-called General Muhoozi. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
Let me hand over the baton to a colleague of ours to handle.
I wanted to add
Up up your voice. Don't you mean you're freaking keep it.
I told in all fairness, Ugandan, whether or not it's not an NUP member or staff of our community, all Ugandans deserve fair hearing, justice, the ones in our flock. So I need to reiterate that it's important that all the Ugandans put their voices to the fight and the free the release of our dear, I would say, prominent politician is Kiza basically. So it's a no-brainer that he needs to be getting a fair hearing, whether or not he's part of the NUP. So, and the other thing we need also to emphasize is to see to it that the government of Uganda follows the Supreme Council verdict of releasing not only Dr. Kiza Besigye, but all those court-martialed prisoners from way back in 2021. The ones which are still languishing in the prisons or the jails of Uganda. So we urge the international community to put pressure to General Museveni to adhere to the verdict which has been
Mugamba ave mu kundi mufutwe.
spring of March.
Mugambe.
If we're to say that we're a democracy or a country
Robert, Mabega Mufamfu.
So that's what I wanted to add on. And with me, I have a colleague of mine who has also traveled from far. He's going to be adding his voice. He's been in Canada. Now he's with us here in Geneva. He also needs to add his voice on what he thinks is right for our country. Take it away.
Thank you very much.
Maria, get out of the footway. You can go, keep going. Muve mu footway abantu babitewo bulungi.
That our people face daily the military government of Dr. Museveni, which has ruled Uganda for nearly 4 decades, has relentlessly persecuted its political opponents, activists and human rights defenders. The National Unity Platform, the party I represent, has borne the brunt of this brutality. Our leader, Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, properly known as Bobi, has been arrested, tortured, and repeatedly pressed under house arrest. Many of our supporters have been kidnapped in broad daylight, and you have witnessed this story. So only to be found dead or never seen again. Others languish in prisons without trial, and they are denied their right to due process. You can see the pictures here of our comrades. One of the most egregious examples is the abduction and extrajudicial killing of young NUP supporters who were targeted merely for exercising their constitutional rights to political participation. The infamous drone kidnappings, which have been happening at home, where security operatives snatch opposition members from the streets, remain unresolved and terrifying. So some of our members, like Dan Cheyune, Santaza Frank, Kalinda Michael, Mubuke Sharon, Huntington, they were murdered. To mention a few, we have others who are still in jail. So these include Yasin Sexualeko, Atwakema, Sharif Kalanzi, Eva Kuwonde, Patrick Marseille, and all these, they are on fabricated charges. They say that they have guns, they are putting on clothes. The last the parades we put on, this is the example of the parade we put on in Uganda. This is not an uniform, but they want to cassette it and make it turn it into an uniform. So furthermore, many innocent Ugandans have been brutally murdered by the military government. And I have mentioned them, some of them, but there are others who even don't appear here, who have been murdered in broad daylight. Article 21 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that everyone has the right to take part in the government of this country, elected or elected, choosing their representatives and leaders. But we have been deprived of that right. The right to peaceful assembly and freedom of speech, as enshrined in Article 19 of the United and Universal Declaration of Human Rights, have been stepped down from Uganda. full prayer to process the military government of Dr. Museveni oppressive policies. The Uganda people are being deprived of their champion, and the international community is being silent. World democracy is being destroyed. The military government of Dr. Museveni, the government policy are massively closed. This includes Chapter 4 Uganda. The NGOs, the human rights NGOs are closed. This includes Chapter 4 Uganda, it was closed. And there are other the military government of
Uganda must be free by now. Uganda must be free.
Nelson Mandela once said, deny people their human rights is challenge their very humanity. You cannot afford to stand by while the injustice and despair are hosting of the Ugandan struggle for democracy is a fight for freedom, rights of its people, and we ask all of you to amplify our voices and stand with us in the pursuit of justice. So we call upon the international community to hold the military government of Dr. Museveni accountable for its violations through sanctions and targeted diplomatic pressure. Support human rights defenders in Uganda by offering legal, financial, and moral support to those fighting for an end of this crisis. Thank you very much. My name is Enwanyi.
The purpose why we're here, we are from UK, is to ensure that we bring to light the crimes, the murders, the abductions, the land grabbing, the stealing of money, the corruption, the evil that has eaten to the grassroots in Uganda. I'll start off with the abductions and the killing and the murder. As we stand today, Fred Nyanzi was abducted yesterday, Kinobe the other day, and Rashid the other day. We've lost so many. That's a typical example for a week in Uganda. It can be, a lot can happen. So, to begin with, we've lost a lot of people murdered. The photographs you see somewhere behind here are people murdered, male and female. And this evil regime has killed, maimed, and abducted.
Abalungi abatuuliriza era abatulaba olunaku olwaleero tukyaddeko ewa Sheikh Asiraf Dembe.
Sebo sanyusa okubalaba amannya agange Seeka Asiraf Dembe akola ku bizibu by'enjawulo. Omuntu singa aba alina ebirwadde musomereddwa tumuwa amazzi ga lukuya nga bw'obadde ogalaba, tugenda abantu ku kyoto ne twokya emizimu emibi egibabaamu n'okulomba edduwa. Abantu singa abeera ng'ali wano atuuse sobola okumulombera edduwa, ne waba atatuuse nga mpadde amannya ge naye ng'ali wala. Neetaase enamba yange yeeno eri 0701763711. Nammwe bannyinaffe abali ebweru oyagala okuba nti oyagala okulombera ku dduwa ng'olina ebizibu, viza zibuze, amaka gakolongotana, sente zikola zimpita mu ngalo, ojja kumpeereza ekifaananyi kyo n'amannya go, ebyo byokka bijja kummala, nja kukulombera edduwa, ojja kutereera. Olunaku olusembayo mu mwezi mba n'edduwa ey'awamu ffenna n'abalwadde bange abakadde n'abapya. Salaamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.